Howdy, hey! Let's not smash a glass bottle on the desk. Alright, welcome back. I've been busy. I've been, grinding some Pokemon up just to get a couple of them. We have a Barbaracle now. We also have way too many fucking Pokemon. I'm gonna have to, like, mass purge the boxes. We're gonna get therapy. I found a shiny alpha Spinarak, and I just want to show you how horrifying this thing is. Look at that fucking thing. Look at how big it is. That is what she said. I also have a name for it. I want to give it a nickname. And giant spider. Aussie. I mean, come on, it fits. But, like, look at the fucking, like, dude. Oh, it's disgusting. Put it back. Put it back where it came from. Or so help me. Alright. Let's get Bebo out here. These are just Pokemon that I'm training up to get, for Dex entries. So, I think one thing I want to do, primarily, is I want to go and rank up a bunch. I want to go and rank up a bunch because if we don't, life sucks. And I'm broke. Like, really broke. Super effective fire-type move. Spritzy over there. I've been trying to think about Pokemon that I want to use in the team. Because I think I'm still going to try to do the thing where I need a grass type. Also, my internet's not doing. Might have to reset. If it keeps lagging, I'm gonna reset really quickly. I got a victory bell. Just put it on the team for the time being. Knock out a punch using a fighting type move. It's like literally done. Oh, wait a second. I have a Meditite on the team. Okay, the stream's really lacking. Give me a minute. Gonna wait. I mean, it's a Patrat. I can murder a Patrat. I've got literally nothing to hide. I'm not gonna pull out the my level 40 Barbaracle. Spadely, turn off your Pokemon and do your homework. Oh. No, I will not. Dino. That actually hurt. That also hurts. Stop. We need to kind of beat up a good amount of people tonight. I need to make some money. Alright, we are broke. I spent all my money on potions and Pokeballs and revives and... How about a coffee? Yeah, sure, man. Whatever you say. My Pokemon is... I don't drink coffee. I don't really know anything about coffee. Okay, wait. This is good. Good. Damn, Bebo, it's huge. One bubble beam coming up. Yeah. Okay. I am actually going to Ow. Sure, we are a bit over leveled, but I'm probably only going to use Therapy and Bebo for the contender fights. It's simply just so that we can get, oh damn, both my dogs can evolve. Nice, all right, cool. That's more dex space. Which means we can pull out other Pokemon and slowly evolve them up. I think in this stream, I would like to discuss the idea of our third team member. Nuzlocke when? Probably, I'm thinking that season 6 of the Nuzlocke / randomizer will probably either, depending on how quickly we can finish this game, it will probably be late December or very early January. Cool, we got a Pyroar. Wow. My cat's awake. Check the Pokedex really quickly. Where's Litleo go? Okay, I put Litleo in the way. Where does Hound do? Right before Swablu. The cat have a job? No, my cat is unemployed. Just like me, for real, for real. Let me get Trubbish back. That's a Pokemon I'd like to avoid. Let me get the Hodedge back in here. Just a fucking Arbok. Are you anybody's dog? Ah! Battle with a grass type move. Yeah. Damn it, dawn is approaching and I literally do not have enough time. Yeah. Like a bird of prey, I come down here and I strike. Okay. The fire type move, because I don't feel like I'm opening up my account. I don't think we're gonna be able to get to our promotion match tonight. Did you leave your job? Yes, I did. What ended up happening is that it was just so far away that I couldn't, like, this Arbok is staring at me nasty. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Set it up, set it up, set it up. You do not have a, give me a minute, I'm looking for a poison. No, not, no, you are also bad. Trubbish has Headbutt. God damn it. It was really far away, and I don't have a car, so it got really difficult to maintain. And with me going back to school and stuff like that, I couldn't really reliably get there. That paralysis. I just lurk and stalk Ebo. Yeah. What I could do is, if I could sneak around, I could hit that Pidgeotto with Ice Beam. Not Ice Beam, Ice Fang. He's not turning. I have to get close. Ah, I hit the wrong move. I'm a silly boy. Girl. You have a prize for me? Really? Nice balls, I guess. Another grass type. Fuck. I go for punch. want to use it yet because I feel like that would kind of break the game. I mean, Bevo is already plenty powerful. We're basically over level. Well, the cat wants to leave the room. Alright, so we are definitely running out of time. So, grab prize medals. As many as you can. And... damn it! Just missed that last one. And look at all the money we make. I don't know if we lose our progress towards the next, like, fights. I don't know. Should we grab a third team member? I feel like if they throw out, like, a particularly nasty Pokemon, I could be counted for. But we are over leveled. But there is also a Pokemon that I know of that really has my attention. But at the same time, I wanted shiny because I am a little bitch who can't just have a normal Pokemon. I need to be... oh, well, there goes the stream. Alright, so, I mean, you know what? I'm willing to give it a shot. If I can remember where the area is. It's a whole different issue. I feel like it's around the center of the map. That's where we are going to check. We're looking for a specific restaurant. Also, let me do my part, clean up the city while I'm at it. I'm hearing noises. There it is, right there. We found it. Up on top of that, How do I... oh. I think there's a free cab that I can use. But at the top of that building is an Alpha Swirlix. And if you know anything about me, you should know I adore that Pokemon. I really like it. And it's right next to a respawn point, so you can just continuously reset this area until that Swirlix is shiny. And it will be shiny. And also the stream's lagging again. Alright. Let me do a reset really quickly. And you're not gonna miss anything, okay? I promise. If it somehow becomes shiny while we're waiting, I will withhold any words until we come back. I'm gonna continuously reset the area until I feel like, no. My only question is, I should probably check this. Can I even get to the fucking thing? Welcome back. All right. Before we continue to shiny hunt for this thing, I should probably actually see if I can reach the goddamn thing. Because if I can't reach it and we get it shiny, that's gonna be quite an issue. Is there like, okay, there's a bridge up there. That's a sludge over here. I was attacked by a skeleton. Instead of hurting me, it gave me hugs and kisses. Guess that was an exoskeleton. Shut up. Cordy. Cheesy. Bad. Also, just to work on the stuff. Oh. I didn't know that was somebody's dude. Excited first. Blade. What's up with the bell sprout? See, if I didn't have a Scolipede, I'm gonna be honest, Bellsprout would have been on the team. Oh, it's down there. What I think I'd have to do is slide down the rooftop. Yeah, I can reach it, but it's not pretty. I also have to kind of discuss with myself how I'm going to beat the If I can't beat it, or if I lose it, doesn't really matter how much I reset. What we're probably going to end up doing is resetting up until nighttime, which is then where we will go and participate in more battles. What do you think of New York elections and Trump clearly saying he will cut fundings for on Ed New York, which is legal if Mumdani wins? It's the same shit every fucking time. See, the thing is that the places that are voting, they're kind of voting, and I don't think they really can realize this, but they're voting on if they want to be punished or not. Because that's what he plans on doing if the stream's gone again. Going well. I had like in the back. Cleared some stuff up. I could. I might have to Microsoft. I just got DDoS. Damn it. Damn it. Let's crash again. Is this unwatchable? Yes, it's crashed again. This is absolutely unwatchable. I lower my just for today. I'm allowed to change it. Yeah, we're in a state of constant disconnect and reconnect. Actual slideshow. I love this stream. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, that's bad. Cave? I mean, thankfully, you're not really missing anything. It's just me resetting the same area over and over again. Are we functioning for the time being? I had to lower my bitrate. I lowered my bitrate just for this stream. It's not gonna look as good. But, okay, it's okay. So, I think that we need to be in agreement on something today. If it gets, like, if it crashes again to, like, a bad degree, I think we gotta call it, and we'll just pick it up later. Hopefully, like, later in the day. Okay, but what I was trying to say before my entire internet decided to blow its brains out was that what it is basically signing up to get punished. Because what's happening is that a lot of, you know, blue states, blue cities, etc. are deliberately being targeted by the Justice Department, which makes it so that, and sure, governors of the cities and the states like that will fight back and do their best, but you can only do so much. But then what also will happen is that if you elect somebody who does not, you know, get on their knees and start sucking, he threatens you and your state with, like, a lack of funding, a lack of, like, assistance, stuff like that, and basically tries to scare and intimidate voters into voting or not voting, which, I mean, is quite literally voter intimidation. But, he also, this is a thing he did in New Jersey, he accidentally, in quotations, released the military records of the Democratic candidate. What's wrong with my internet? It's been bad for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, we are functional right now. But it doesn't look good. But we'll call this one the, we'll call this one a retro stream. Like one of those PS1 era graphics games. Which, first of all, randomly releasing documents about a... Oh, and the stream's gone again, isn't it? Okay, so look, here's what we're going to do, okay? We will try to pick this stream up later on tonight. Give it like an hour, give it 2. We'll come back, and if it works better, we'll be good. If it doesn't, it sucks and life sucks. which is really unfortunate because it's working fine right now, but the crashes are really bad. And we didn't even get the thing yet, which is also really disappointing. I think we'll just keep going until the next crash. And once it inevitably shits the bed and crashes into the dirt, then we will officially call it. I think one thing that has been really particularly bad about this election cycle is just, it is so abundantly racist. It is so racist. Like, it is bad levels of racist out here. Especially when it comes to Mamdani. Like, the type of shit they were saying about him is just repulsive. It is bad. I mean, I'm not in New York. I've been to New York. It's New York. But it's just kind of like, damn. I think somebody said that he cheers during 9/11, which is just like, I think top 3 most racist things you could say. Top 3. It's saying some other shit. I mean, I think if there is any positives about this whole thing, it's that more people. Oh yeah, yeah, they photoshopped him to give him a thicker beard. Which, I mean, look, I hate to say this, but the Trump administration is like the LeBron of racism. Alright? Like, if J.K. Rowling is like the Shakespeare of literary racism, then the Trump administration is the LeBron of just racism. But I also think that, like, the thing is that, the candidates for New York are, Donnie, who I think has been projected to win, but Cuomo is kind of gaining. And fun fact, Cuomo lost the primary, so realistically, he already lost the campaign, but he just, I can't make that joke. I can't make that joke. I can't make that joke, but I will allude to it. Basically, Sliwa has no chance. He's just kind of a nutty guy, but I appreciate him for being kind of funny. You know, and I do appreciate that every single New York debate for governor or mayor or whatever has just been like, you know, Zoran says something, then Sliwa says something, and then Cuomo starts talking, and both Sliwa and Zoran are like, I know the sex offender isn't speaking up. That is every single debate, and it's really funny. Because he can't, I don't think he can technically say that it didn't happen, because he can't lie about that. He was found, I think he was found guilty. That one I'm not positive on. The Virginia one is Virginia. I mean, it seems like things can go well there, but I'm not positive. But I think the thing is that what some people don't realize is that if somebody like Cuomo or like Citarelli with like New York and New Jersey, I feel like due to, you know, Trump endorsement, that is just like basically allowing him to open the door and go hog wild on cities that have pretty big immigrant roots. Like I think a pretty large chunk. I'm not positive. This is not like confirmed but I'd say a pretty large chunk of those states do contain immigrants. And I feel like if Cuomo or Citarelli were to win, I don't know as well the Virginia candidates. Because, again, I'm more of East Coast person. Virginia's kind of weird and, like, slightly out of that line. It just kind of becomes a space where they can go as nuts as they want, because they won't have somebody who can stand up and tell them, absolutely not, you cannot send your goddamn Gestapo to the city. This is a very weird Pokemon stream. You know, I cannot wait to get this shiny, because it's gonna be one of the funniest fucking discussions up to a shiny I will ever have. It'll be like, we are in a dictatorship, the president is a fascist, he is weaponizing the Justice Department, he has a borderline Gestapo running around, and then it's like, ooh, cotton candy Pokemon! You could nuke a state. What state would you nuke, and why is it North Dakota? Nothing happens in North Dakota. Fucking nothing in North Dakota. Like, at all. I mean, you know what? Here's a hot take, okay? I want to see if North Carolina can survive getting nuked a second time. Yes, I said a second time. That is an actual fact. The strongest country in the world, the leader on the global stage, once was transporting a bunch of nukes, and a bomber came apart, and a nuke fucking fell into North Carolina. That happened. We technically nuked North Carolina. East Dakota. I think that they should just, like, yes! I think the stream lags while I was explaining that, so I will restate myself. We were transporting a bunch of nukes because we don't really use them, but we've got a lot of them, to an underground bunker. And what ended up happening is that the bomber that was transporting it came apart, and a fucking nuke fell into North Carolina. It didn't go off, but we nearly nuked ourselves. Which is one of the most insane things I think I've ever heard about. You know, it's a Monday morning, you get your coffee, you get in the car, you're ready to go to work, and you just hear a big crack in the ground, and you walk over, and it's just a fucking mortar shell sitting in the dirt. And you're like, what do you do? What do you do when that happens? Start edging. Back. Anything yet? Nothing yet. I want my shiny cotton candy dog. I don't even know if I want to evolve it or not. It would just kind of be a Pokemon that I have because I can have it. And like nothing else. I mean, I'd put it on the team for a little bit, but it wouldn't be like a permanent member. What Pokemon am I hunting? Swirlix! I think I caught one, so let me show you what it looked like. Swirlix! I love this Pokemon. It's so stupid looking. And it makes me happy. It makes me happy. I'm trying to think about more fun United States facts, because I feel like to other countries, the US is very it's either one way or the other. You either like the US or you really don't like the US. And I feel like there's some things here that aren't really talked about because it's just kind of like, why do we need to talk about this? I gotta think. I gotta think about some good history. Talking about history is always fun. US history isn't really that interesting. Mainly, it's mainly because, truth be told, US history is literally just like if you wrote the book on how to like not follow any human rights, it would be like almost 1-to-1 with the US history book. I learned US history from Assassin's Creed. Yeah, that's fair. Probably more fun too. We do have a lot of stupid attractions here. Is food? Oh yeah, that happened. That was great. I guess this is just like a politics stream now. He wanted a Nobel Peace Prize for brokering a peace deal that has already been broken. And I don't know if it's just me, but I don't really feel personally. I know we're getting into some very interesting territory, but I don't know if you can dehumanize and arrest protesters for the thing that you want a Nobel Peace Prize for. I don't think you also get to dehumanize the people there and just be like, yes, I have spent the past couple of, months dehumanizing anybody who supports them. But also, gimme. Also, he has torn a fucking hole into the White House. The White House is currently undergoing construction for a, like, $2 million ballroom. Which, we needed. Said nobody. Absolutely nobody said that. Yes, he called Nigeria a, I think, country of particular concern. And look, I'm gonna be honest, I don't care what war we end up in, I'm not dying for this country. I'm not dying for shit. Alright? If you think I'm gonna be bleeding out in a field in North Korea, think again. Alright? I hear something whizzing above my head, and if you see me running, catch up. I'm not... If I were to, like, die for my country, I'd want to enjoy living there. I'd have to be like, yes, I need to fight for the country that I love. But, I don't. That one works for me. This is gonna take hours. Okay, this is gonna take so long. But it's gonna be so worth it. I'm gonna get a big silly dog and I'm gonna giggle about it. Buddy. I'm thinking about? You guys remember Yandere Simulator? Does anybody remember that game? You know that game is like over about, I think it's about 10 or 11 years old. Keep in mind, that game has been in production longer than Silksong. It's never going to happen. It's like, oh yeah, absolutely. He broke, I think, like, he broke the record for quickest, like, admittance of guilt I have ever seen. It was so quick. It was so quick. And there's like whole YouTube videos you can find. How well do you know coding? Not well enough. But I'm gonna be honest. Have you seen his code? Have you seen that game's fucking code? I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it out. What? Okay. So let me see if it out of curiosity. Let me see if I can dissect this code. Okay, so looking at this code, first of all, it's a lot of else-if statements. And what it's trying to say is that if the Boolean number equals 1, return false. If the number is 2, return true. If it's 3, return false. If it's 4, return true. If it's 5, return false. If it's 6, return true. Which, I mean, Jesus Christ. I'm not very far or like programming savvy, but I feel like you could make a range for these numbers and you would just be able to be like, if it is like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, etc., etc., you'd probably save yourself a lot of time. I think there might also be a command in there to check if the number is even or odd. But I'm gonna be honest, I have code that looks almost exactly like this. I have code that looks almost exactly like that, but I've been programming for 3 months. He's been programming for over 10 years. The drama around that game is, I think that concept is like, it's got like a poltergeist in it. Does anybody know about Lovesick? I kept track of this for a while. So basically, people got really tired of waiting for this dude. And they were just like, okay, how about we make our own game? We make our own game instead. Same concept, same everything, but we just don't do what he does. And so they called it Lovesick, and they dropped a trailer for it. And everybody was pretty excited. They're like, oh my god, somebody actually can do this video game. And then it ends up like being canned because I think the dev was doing some fuck shit. I don't know exactly what type of fuck shit. I'm gonna keep that one vague. So then the game is canned, but not before Yandere dev caught such a pissy fit about it. And I feel like it is like the Green Goblin mask for grooming. If I'm allowed to say that. You know? Like, you start developing a game like that, and all of a sudden, like, you start streaming Minecraft more, and wearing a mask with a happy face, and a green hood, I can't. Um, like, also, keep in mind, during the time in between Yandere Simulator's, like, start of development and non-existent release date, we have gotten, I think... I'm going to look this up. Okay, yeah, development started in 2014. So, in that time, we got 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, technically 12. Only 13. We got 13 FNAF games and a movie. Like, okay, a little bit fair. The first, like, couple of FNAF games up to Security Breach are probably easier to code than a 3D game. FNAF is mainly kind of just, like, 2D sliding models. But when Security Breach and Secret of the Mimic come out, then it's just like, wow! And a movie! We also got half of Deltarune in the time it took for him to develop, like, the second rival. Which is so nuts. It's so nuts. I can't get over it. I cannot get over how funny it is. We are on 11 years of development time. This is Half-Life 3 levels of numbers. Alright? But the thing is that it's a game that, unlike Half-Life 3, has no audience anymore. You know, it's less of something that, like, really dedicated fans want to see nowadays, and more of just like, oh, I remember that thing. It's still in development? Okay. Yeah, sure, man. Whatever you say. Half-Life 3 will be released in 2026. Yes, and I will become president. We are not getting anywhere with this hunt. I still would love to get another Pokemon. I think we're gonna take a break from the Swirlix. Because there is actually another Pokemon I want to see on the team. And it is Tynamo. The problem with Tynamo, and I'm trying to choose Pokemon that we haven't really gotten to use before. The problem with Tynamo is the fact that it takes so long to evolve. Okay, so check this out. Level 32 female, level 31 male. There's a giant shark after me. So what we can do, if we run to, I think about here. (32 male, 31 male). See? The female Tynamo was changed. So basically what we could do is we could just keep resetting these two Tynamo. It's gonna take a while, but I would love a shiny Electros. That's 232 males. Like, I'm at like a Bass Pro Shop. You ever seen the Bass Pro Shop here? Like Tennessee? That's a thing. The giant pyramid with a Bass Pro Shop. And that's the type of stuff they don't show you in the US. They don't show you our culture. Our giant Bass Pro Shop pyramid culture. Where the King Bass is cased in his sarcophagus. Oh my god, actually, that reminds me. That reminds me of my social studies teacher when I was a kid. Oh, that poor guy. He taught us about mummification once. That's why I remember him. But what happened is that I'm pretty sure he was going through like a really bad divorce. And I mean, I'm not making fun of him. You know, I'm sure what happened to him was horrible. But also, I was in like 5th grade, 4th grade, something like that. And what would happen is that we would come into class and he would show us like a cat video. You know, and he'd be like, all right, let's get the day started with a cat video. And we'd watch the cat video, it'd be cat video, of course. And then he'd stop the video and he'd be like, something along the lines of like, okay, see, this is why life is unfair. And I'm like, what? Hey, I'm level 43? Eesh. Like, he would be like, life is unfair, nothing matters, you know, you'll never amount to anything. It's just like, wow, man. But he's gonna give you like a hug. Like, he was a nice guy, but wow, it was very depressing. And then I think the nail in the coffin for him was when he came to school drunk. I wasn't there that day, which is... Look, I wouldn't have wanted to see that. But at the same time, I'm kind of curious. Like, I can't deny my curiosity. Mainly because, like, it's one of those situations where you stay home from school one day in the week, and it feels like the fucking earth exploded. And you're like, what happened? What did I miss? Like, you know when you go to class, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, we had pizza, we had cake, it was, you know, it was Tony's birthday. We had an assembly where there was a dude who did like a triple quadruple backflip on a skateboard with his nipples out. I also missed, I think they gave us the sex talk in school. And I wasn't there that day. And it was the same guy who gave the sex talk that I was just talking about, the same social studies teacher. And man, do I just regret missing that day of school. Ugh, what a world it would have been. Also, I think doing this method for shiny hunting is a bit more tedious, but it's also technically a bit more engaging. I mean, to be fair, we went up a single Pokemon to check. Truly, these are the greatest times of our lives. Oh god. We're talking about Salandit. Are we about to start talking about Salazzle as well? Game Freak was on some weird shit when they were making that Pokemon. Salazzle makes a male harem, reverse harem. Getting reverse harem in the Pokédex was something. It's the, wait, really? Is that true? I don't. Why do I feel like that's not true? No, it doesn't. It's not the predator of Spindas. If anything, it struggles against Spindas. Ultra Moon. It weakens opponents by setting them reeling with its poisonous gas. Selena doesn't do well with Spindas. It's always reeling. Hell yeah, but best. I have not been able to see straight in 23 years. I keep on rotating rapidly. All right, back to the battle zone. We gotta get to work. Also, I need more money. And we are broke. Oh, this looks like a funky. It's a bat. Oh, okay, it does save. Good. Peek up and start battle with a flying type move. My Pokemon has aerial ace. Trick move. Ah, fuck off. Like, yes, each Spinda is unique. That is true. That's dodge. There is actually a unique Spinda. No, I am. I'm a great Spinda. And technically, you want to know the funny thing? By lore, technically that Spinda is French. I am not French. I'm a fraud. Tourist. I've died. My big bug. How do you not notice a Scolipede walking upon you? Just genuine question. How do you not notice Scolipede walking up on you? Look at it. Getting close. We can probably get to our idol match thing tonight. Gray Spinda, you remind me when I had a platypus market on a Facebook. What? Pick up and use flag type move. Aye, Capitan. Booby, don't see me. Booby, don't see me. Ah, it's the wrong move! Man, I'm stupid. How many hours have I been playing this game? Stay with me, Bevo. Double Goob? Do we get a shiny Gooby and call it Goody? Is that the type of joke we can expect from me in the future? Perfect. Rank you? Evo kill. Ow! Watch where your rock is going. Asshole. All wild. I gotta stop using it. On a game called Happy Pets on Facebook, there was a rare pet, a platypus. They managed to get 2 of them, make 1 male. Oh. I've always wanted to do a stream where I talk about past like online MMO RPGs I played. I played a lot of those as a kid. Like I played Fusion Fall and Penguin and Toontown. Does anybody here remember Monkey Quest? I remember Monkey Quest. All right, so. Where do I go for my cup? That's not what I'm looking for. Where's my title match? My title match. As long as we get there before the end of the night. Meantime, I guess we could go and continue the story. Why does this map feel small? It is. It's smaller. It's smaller in size than Legends Arceus. However, I think it is given a bit more because it's less. Okay, let me try to describe it this way. It has less horizontal space and more vertical space. Or I guess less of an x-axis, more of a y-axis. Full vision of the city where people Pokemon live in harmony. Why buildings are textures? I don't know. They got the Dead Eye. I gotta catch one. Oh yeah. Oh. I didn't even realize I made that joke. God damn it. With the guard, the Dead Eye. Are there double battles in this game? Okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch in therapy. I'm just going to start using Poison Jab, and you guys have to deal with that for a minute. Hey, nice combo move. What's up, buddy? I love my big bug. I love my big bug. Given our aims to coexist with Pokemon here in Luvios, it seems fitting to employ some of them as guards, but it's less ideal if they're defeated. If you don't mind my asking, do you have an appointment here? I've been invited by Vinny. Vinny? The CEO's secretary? He called for you? Correct, I did. I have some important business to discuss. Business that will impact Quarsitico Inc. I'm sorry to rush you when you just wrapped up your battle with our guard to Dead Eye, but please, join me at the battle court beside our building. Okay. Do we have to battle, Vinny? And the streams crashed again. Alright, I'm gonna give it a minute to fix up. Last night, our organization detected a certain energy that we have been on the lookout for. Energy that we've been on the, we headed to the source of energy at once. However, by the time we arrived at the site, it appeared someone had resolved the matter for us. Allow me to be direct to my game of Absol that what became of that Absol that underwent roto... Me now. Superbly done. Oh, that's great. Where's this going, Vinny? As you know, Corsico Inc. has been tasked with carrying out the city's redevelopment. We became aware of these cases of rogue mega evolution could impede our goals. Oh, goals? Santa. As a result, we've been quietly working in the background to try and take care of any incident. If these incidents have only increased, our teams are struggling to respond to them all. SpadeSpadely took care of the Absol, now you're interested in him? I'm kind of twirling my hair here, Vinny. I think you're plenty handsome. As I was saying, we have solutions. So are you guys the villains, yay or nay? Up the stream instead. Bailey and I are still ranked 3. That's probably why I haven't been able to find my contender match. So what do you want? Gonna give me something good? Preparation? Oh, your ad moment. Sending me money? Money? Oh. Is it? It is Vinny! Oh god, that's a good picture. Lock it up, Vinny. Wait, are we double battle? Please tell me we can double battle him. I really want to see a match where you, like, the Pokemon is so strong so that you and another trainer have to take it up, but it's just like a raid battle, but just one dude's Pokemon. New Wild Zone? New Wild Zone? Where? Yeah, good question, mate. Where? Naveed, are you lying to me? I'm not seeing a Wild Zone, buddy. Swear. Swear. Oh, like, are there any, for speed? All right, buddy. Let's get this underway. Greg volunteers who will willingly take on rogue mega evolved Pokemon is in the best interest of Corsico Inc. of course. But I cannot allow a trainer to face the dangers of the task if they might lack the necessary skill. Not even one of AZ's personal acquaintances. Well, him? I'll take you on. Let's go, Vinny. What you got? What you got? Show me. Show me what you got. I really wish we could change our phone case. Let us begin. Do my best. I'm sure you won't mind if I have a bit of fun as well. This is a Pokemon battle after all. Alright, Vinny. I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh. Some eyes. And the stream's dead. Alright, we're probably going to beat Vinny, and if this thing continues to lag, we are going to have to wrap it up. If a Houndoom? That's good for me. I'm starting with Bebo. Oh shit, I glitched. Get out of the fire circle, Bebo. Slip is sharp. I've got you. Nice! Nice! tight. I mean, it does fit your... Alright. Cool. What's next? DRAMPA. That's a Pokemon I'd like to see on the team. DRAMPA, I have complete faith in you. Show what you've learned of your long life. What are we doing? Oh! Oh! Mega DRAMPA? What's it look like? What's it look like? Oh, that's tight! Oh, that's tight! One more. Yes, people! Oh, that is a good Mecha Evolution. That's a good Mecha Evolution. That's a good Mega Evolution. God, that's nice. That is tight. Trubbish learned how to kill himself. Superbly fought. With this, I can now confidently say that you are subduing that rogue. Subduing that rogue Mega Absol was no fluke. Thanks, buddy. I do think that we should get Mega Turtonator though, because. G-F! Gotta just skip me through the ranks. Rank F. Toddy, oh, Toddy won with a Pig Knight. Hi, Toddy. Didn't know you were like that. I like Vinny's character design. I don't know why, but like since Gen 5, I'd say the character design in these games has just been so good, consistently good. Our hands are just hovering. I want to remind everybody of that. Safeguard? I mean, all right. That was, oh, that was nice. That was nice. Mega DRAMPA, and it looks so good. I'm sorry, I'm geeking out a little bit. You might need to excuse me. I'm geeking out. I've always wanted to use a DRAMPA, and I think DRAMPA has definitely gone up in the ranks of Pokemon that I think it would be interesting to use on the team. Because of the fact that, I'm trying to do some Pokemon that we're not going to see for a while. Which is going to be like, mainly like Gen 7, Gen 8, Gen 9 Pokemon. I don't think there are any Gen 9 Pokemon in this game, but if there were, I would probably, I mean, unless it was a Pokemon we used in the Violet playthrough. Although, Mega Tinkaton would be really funny. I can see it like making like scrap metal armor. Adley, you've had your rank raised, but I must confirm. You agreed to lend us your aid with cases of... I'll take care of it. Yeah, sure. You don't actually give me an option to say no, but whatever. Such superb aplomb. Fabulous. Work in lockstep to resolve this current crisis. This is just exposition. I really want a Dr. Pepper. I haven't had a Dr. Pepper in... and it feels kind of criminal. Oh! AZ had realized that the city was in peril, so he approached Corsitico Inc. with a proposal. Knowing of our urban redevelopment efforts. He said Lumios was crying out in pain. You know it's bad, or it's like a dude is scary, when Vinny's broad ass is scared. Can you even imagine the terror of being on the receiving end of a glare from that towering giant of a man? It was clear he was serious about his claims, so we began our own investigations into the matter. We discovered the existence of a mysterious power with the potential to trigger Eva evolution in Lumio City. We're calling it Mega Power. But why is it accumulating here in Lumios? That is something our efforts still haven't been able to answer. And then 6 months ago... You could read. Audie has battled a lot. Okay, cool. Yeah, Light of Ruin. God. I completely forgot that Floette has a, like, Destructo Disc. Whatever. It's special beam cannon, more like. Oh, hey, it's Hillary Clinton. Biddy, who is that with you? Madam President, these are 2 young traders who've been working with AZ. I see. Lovely to meet you both. I must return to my duties now. President Jet has arrived. Please do excuse me. So, SpadeSpadely, now you know why it's so important for Team MC to be strong. Okay, I think we should think about heading back to the hotel. Yeah, or whatever. Whatever you say. The stream's crashed again. Excuse me, may I have a moment? Something I'd like to share with you both. What's up? Exchange shards! What are you offering? Ooh, 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 ooh! I can afford so many of these. I can afford so many of these. Okay, first thing I want to grab is the DRAMPA. I would like to grab... I guess I'll grab the magnetic one. Grab the Pidgeot one. Outdoom. Now we gotta wait for a minute. Also, none of my Pokemon can evolve, which... Hi, welcome back to Lag. Okay. So, what we just learned is that there is an area here that we can use to exchange the shards we break for Mega Stones. Which means that we now have Drampite, I think we have the Pidgeotite, we have the Magnetricite, we have the Houndoom. So, is there a new wild zone, or just time to call it? I was told about a new wild zone. He lied to me. Oh well. Alright. Things are getting bad again. I think we gotta call it. Oh wait, hold on. Get Iron Cat. See, what we really want is to hit level 50. Because then we get the Shiny Charm. And once we get the Shiny Charm... delectable. Okay, so we're gonna have to call it here. I might come back later on in the day and do some other stuff. If my internet can bounce back, but if it doesn't... So, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it, and I will see you either tonight or tomorrow. Goodbye.